then Lisette Talbert.
I'm getting ready to talk like a New Yorker. My name's Karen Elliott. Today I'm going to compare and contrast.
Ms. Sutton, I'm sorry too. Just if you could also give us your address. We kind of one of our protocols, so all the speakers just name and address for the record. Thank you so much.
Okay, 6990 Parkbrook Lane. Today I'm going to compare and contrast the intent of planned developments in the Unified Development Code and how people who live in the area and use Shelby Farm Park view this proposed development. So from the code, the intent of a special use permit for a planned development is to create a more desirable use of the land, a more coherent and coordinated development, and a better physical environment. The proposed development will not unduly injure or damage the use, value, and enjoyment of surrounding property, and the site shall be accessible from the proposed street network in the vicinity, which will be adequate to carry the anticipated traffic of the proposed development. That's all in the Unified Development Code. So these comments I'm going to read to you are from people who have commented on our petition. We have more than 280 comments right now and counting, more than 700 signatures. My comment is commercializing the edges of the park will utterly change all of the park within view of those developments. Research shows that nature makes people kinder, happier, and more creative. Not bars, quick copy shops, and retail outlets, not traffic jams, not way too many people. This is folly for us and for the future of Memphis and Shelby Farms Park. Susan Hudson from Cordova says, our city shows many examples of office park apartment complexes that were short-term boons for developers who did not have a long-term stake in the overall impact of the project on the quality of life of the community. A community master plan should be discussed first before any effort to change the bucolic signature of the area is made. Oh, and she also says, land is precious and the footprint we choose is enduring. Christine Burtz from Cordova says there are plenty of other places to develop, but there is only one Shelby Farms Park. Timothy Childs says pressure will be poured on to build a highway through the park. Rita Hilgenhold says without the infrastructure to accommodate the increased traffic, Mullen Station, Farm Road, and Macon Road will turn into a parking lot. Rush hour is already bumper to bumper for hours. And I can tell you from personal experience that is not an exaggeration. That's all.
Thank you so much. Janice Jordan? That Tower after that.
I'm Janice Jordan. The address is 1111 Celtic Cove. And I also oppose this development. Just to key points that I had. First off, the planned development right now says 9-story. We've been told they would only build a 6-story to begin with, and there would be 3 6-story buildings. And they would possibly do something later. But the plan, if they started construction at the beginning, they still have the approval to do a 9-story, which is very concerning to us of any multi-story.
Can you just speak a little bit more in the microphone? It's a little hard to hear you up here. You can pull it down there. Okay. There you go. Thank you.
Yes, 9-story is in the plan, and it could be built as 9-story. Be 3 9-story buildings on Mullen Station. Also, the land is like a T. You've got your Mullen Station, then you have these 3-story apartments that are going to go on through and cross our residential street. So when we drive through there, we will actually have apartments on the right, apartments on the left, and it would feel like you're driving through an apartment complex. The houses are close to the street, and the other thing, this office of these buildings in the front have apartments, office space, and retail. The office space could be doctor's offices, attorneys, professional services, and we don't have the streets to accommodate it. I don't know what the situation is with crossing the Green Line, but right now it's our understanding there will be no entrances off of Mullen Station. All these different people who've probably never been to that building can see it from Walnut Grove, go to cross, don't even know how to get in. One entrance, they say, is going to be on Whitten. Well, Whitten's already backed up. How do you turn on Whitten and then make another left when it's bumper-to-bumper traffic? So I'm confused whether the county commission has to vote on this. I was told no, and then just a few minutes ago I was told yes. So I'm not sure. We'll follow up with that. It seems to us that this land is just, maybe they got it at a good price. I don't know. I'm an accountant, so I can understand all the business reasons. But it's not. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Jordan, what was your question again? You said you were confused on something.
If the county has to vote
If who?
The county commission votes on whether or not they can cross the green line with any entrances to this development.
Josh, you know the answer to that, Mr. Whitehead?
Share this with you. Josh Whitehead with the Office of Planning Development again. The CSX Railroad deeded the Green Line extension, I'm calling it the Green Line extension because it's the second phase from where it currently terminates, to Shelby County. That deed has language indicating that that strip of land, the former railroad right-of-way and future Green Line, shall not be used for commercial purposes. The county administration, vis-a-vis the county engineer, and emphatically endorsed by the rest of the administration, I should say, interpret that to mean absolutely no crossing other than a bicycle or pedestrian crossing. So, there has been discussion by the applicant that he would appeal that determination to the county commission. I believe there's plans in the works by the county attorney's office to determine if that's even appealable or not. What does that mean to this body? Well, if we proceed on April 19th without that issue being adjudicated and having some sort of finality there, that will greatly affect y'all's vote on this, because instead of having 2 access points onto Witten, 2 access points onto Mullen Station, it will have 0 access points, vehicular at least, onto Mullen Station, which I think would exacerbate Ms. Jordan's comment about access onto Patmore and Breezy, the B Street that's also behind the development.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jordan. Thanks for that great question. And Councilman Colvett, maybe this is something that we just need to think about in the next couple of weeks, and maybe they need to take this on before it comes to us, because it seems like we'll be voting on something that's a bit half-baked. So